Hello everyone, this is Anime Cat 2002 Cosplay, and I'm making an update video, finally. Um, I have realized over the course of my YouTube channel being up that I have never once put up any form of an update or an about me or anything like that for this channel. So I figured that since we are trying to jumpstart a collab cosplay, which is literally the name collab cosplay, YouTube and Facebook group, that I should probably update this since this will have more videos specific to maybe me and not the group itself. So I guess we'll do a little bit of an about me. So I go by the name of Kit, K-I-T-T. As of right now, I'm 27 years old. And any of the videos that you may have seen of me from earlier this year to, or even last year, or any of my pictures on my DeviantArt account with all the cosplay stuff, or even in my About Me video in our collab cosplay YouTube page, you will notice that my hair is pretty much either right here, or in some instances, all the way down to the small of my back. Well, just about a week or so ago, I whacked all my hair off. Finally got tired of it, but I think they said from the course of this year, which is very beginning this year, was down to small of my back. Around March, I cut it up to around here, and then of course like a week ago, whacked it up to here. They said I probably cut off about 10 to, I want to say 13, 14 inches of hair for just this year. But as you can see, my hair is naturally curly, so it's a lot longer than it looks when you straighten it. I also had it dyed purple, and it's got like orange and red little highlights in it. So that's pretty neat. I've been cosplaying for a long time. Never really did a lot of hardcore cosplaying until this past few years. And that's pretty much it on the cosplay stuff. As you've noticed with most of this channel, I think actually all of this channel, it is all Hatelia related. Well, that was because Hatelia was me and my group of friends' big thing. We loved doing Hatelia. We loved doing all sorts of stuff for Hatelia. And I was normally the one who had a camera, so I normally ended up with a lot of it. A lot of the people who have been in my Hatelia videos are, I think, La Dolce Vita Cosplay. I think that's how they say it. It's Italian. I have no idea how you say it. So guys, if you watch this, I'm sorry I butchered it. But it's our friends Sierra and Monica. And then, well, that's theirs. My friend Okame Kagome. My friend Ryoko Pegasus. Our friend Owen. I don't know exactly what his YouTube account is. They've been the main contributors to all the Hatelia videos. Oh, and our friend Ninja Mouse. She was our Russia for a few of them. That's pretty much it. But in all the Hatelia videos, I'm either France, Denmark, or America. I think we actually still have a few videos for that. I've just never gotten around to updating it or going through it. And I don't think now I'll put them up. I don't know. I may change it. I may put them up at some point. But for now, we're working on the cosplay, or collab cosplay. And excuse my stuttering. I'm terrible at stuttering, guys. And the collab cosplay has... the collab cosplay has Able Cosplay Pro, me, Kid and Girl Cosplay, and Wicked Loveless Cosplay. And everybody else is just like a featured cosplayer. Like our... say Okame Kagome, if she's ever in anything with us, she's a featured. But the four of us are the main members of it. We are working on panels for YamaCon. We're hoping that they will be accepted. We hope we get all of them. We're going to bring back our Alice in the Country of Hearts panel that we did at ShikaCon in 2015 this year. So if you went to that, we're hopefully going to be bringing that back. And we might even have some other people on that panel, so we may recruit some people for it. We are also attempting an Oron High School Host Club panel, and we're hoping that the little spin we do to it is different, well, a little different from what people have normally done for it. If we get it, I will be the Tamaki of that group. And, well, for the Alice one I just mentioned, I'm Ace. But, the other one we are doing, it is, hopefully, if it is accepted, which we're really hoping it is the return of the Kingdom Hearts panel from last year, which was a big hit at that con. Like, I was the Shion, and I got stopped every few feet in that Artist Alley dealer room the next day after our panel. People asking when we were going to have it again, what cons we were going to with it, and all sorts of stuff. So we're hoping that it's a big crowd and a big show for it again this year. But there will be some changes, and those changes will lead, well, I guess I can go ahead and get into it a little bit, but we will no longer have that axle that was on that panel. We had a bit of a falling out with that axle. But one of our friends, Kid and Girl Cosplay, she's going to be the Axel for that panel, so Axel will stay there on the panel. So yay! We're bringing in some new games for it, some new prize ideas. We're hoping to keep expanding it because a lot of people seem to like it. Con-wise, I think that's about all we're planning right now. I do know we are planning on returning to ShikaCon as well, and maybe even MagmaCon, because me and Able Cosplay Pro went to that this past summer, and we went as Android 17 and 18, and a lot of people really liked that. So we may be going to that again. We also went with a Wicked Loveless cosplay. And she walked around as Boris, I think, the whole time because she forgot some of her costumes at the door when she left. But those three, I think, are pretty much for sure that we are going to go to. Right now, they're all AWA. I couldn't go. I couldn't get off of work. So hopefully next year I'll be able to go with them to that, and we can bring some of our panels to Anime Weekend Atlanta. One of our friends wants us to try to go to Ichiban Con, and well, like I said, a lot of it we haven't planned those other cons, or we're thinking about going to them. So that's it on the con circuit stuff. Some future cosplays that I'm hoping to be working on is Merida from Brave, because my mom really wants me to do that one. Because when my hair was down to here, all I had to do was dye my hair red. Well, I've screwed that up, so I'll have to get a wig. And a lot of people at my work want me to do her for Halloween this year if we get to dress up. So I may be doing her sooner than I think, and maybe bringing her to Yama if that is the case. But I am also working with Able Cosplay Pro on this character called Jiha from Yona of the Dawn. He's the green dragon. He's my favorite. A few other cosplays. Songo from Inuyasha is one I've always wanted to do. There's some Naruto cosplays. A lot of it just also depends on what groups or what panels we will try to run for other conventions. That may dictate some of the cosplays, like who I may put before doing another one. I want to do like Medusa from Soul Eater. I've already done Tsubaki. I did her at Yamacon last year for a panel. I have to redo her wig. Her ponytail got butchered by some people at that con. I don't know if we will be doing anything Hatelia related, really. If we do, they may be just some little things here and there. But I don't really oh my god. I don't really plan on being anyone else from Hatelia besides the ones I've got. And that is Scotland, France, Denmark. And I can pull off some casual America stuff because I have a few things in his wig. But other than that, I don't really plan on doing anyone else. So if we ever do anything, it'd be something tiny. But I don't believe we will do anything panel related with it. I've been hearing that Hatelia panels are getting a bit of a bad rap sheet, but I don't know if that's just hearsay or people just being jerks. A little bit about me, what's been going on with my life, because, it's so interesting, let me tell you. It's not really. As sad as it is, I have been living at home until about last year. Yeah, summer of last year. But my parents were just more of the mindset of they knew the housing market and stuff had went to crap, and you can practically not afford to even live on your own. You have to live with somebody else, with roommates and things like that. But I moved out with someone we'll refer to them as roommate, last year. And things were good until the beginning of this year. And then it went just real quick, like almost out of nowhere. I won't really go into any details, but I had been enlightened to some things that were happening to me that I did not realize this person was doing to me. So I don't really want to go into detail about it, but let's just say we're not talking to this person. They've moved on and we have moved out, and yeah, we're not on speaking terms. And this was the person that was the Axel on the Yama panel, and also the ShikaCon panel, because this is where some of the drama got started, or well, went poof. But for the most part, we are not on speaking terms. But things were great until that kind of stuff had happened. And then they had moved out like a month before the lease was up. Landlord ain't thrilled. And then me and Able Cosplay Pro just went, okay. And we moved out to another unit. So, yeah. I guess if anybody really wants to know the details, they can get on my Facebook and message me, because I don't really care to explain. I'm not going to be pointing fingers, because I tried to handle this as mature as possible, but either it just did not get across, or it fell on deaf ears, or something. But at the same time, there are a few things I'm like, people probably should look out for with, here are some signs that I found out after I got enlightened as to what happened. Here you go, here's some signs to look for when you have someone like that around you. But, other than that, everything is pretty much fine with that person. We don't speak, we're kind of out of each other's lives, so it sucks, but hey, things happen. Let's see. Anything else of great importance? Not particularly. We're working on some projects to be prize ideas for some of the cons. And we are also working on just maybe not artwork, but it's like just photograph pictures for prizes. But we are also working on different panel ideas for different animes and stuff. If we had ever decided to do a panel for them, like what kind of panel could we do? Because we want to keep that our panels are interactive and that they are fun and people just love coming to them. Because, I mean, a Q&A is great and all, and going up and asking questions while that person's in character, that's great and all. I mean, that's how I got started, was with Hotelia. But they can get boring real quick if they're always the same questions or always the same thing, which is one of the things I think is killing the Hotelia panels, is because it's the same questions being asked constantly. So we want to make sure that we are never a panel that gets boring. And with our Kingdom Hearts one, we definitely hit the gold mine with this one. So that's our panel baby. That's our baby. But other than that, I work a lot. That is the story of my life. I gotta work so I can afford to cosplay. But I do appreciate everyone who has ever looked on this page. And I know it probably threw a few people, because it used to be called Spaz Badger Cosplay. Well, I changed it because me and the few friends, the roommate being one too, basically bailed on it. Like, they didn't want to be called that after they said, okay, yeah, that will be the name of our group. And I just kept the channel up and just posted stuff and used it as my own personal one. And then I changed it, but it's funny because when you look at the email and stuff, it still says Spaz Badger Cosplay. So don't let that throw you. If you guys ever see anything that says Spaz Badger Cosplay, that's still me. It's just, I'm not taking all my videos down just to upload them with a new name and all that stuff. It's too much of a hassle. So I just changed the name that appears, and we just go with that. And I do believe that is pretty much it for me as an update video. Feel free to leave questions, comments, and all sorts of stuff down in the description. Or description. Crap, I'm so sorry. Down and below in the comment stuff. But I'll also put the stuff for collab cosplay, my Facebook page, my DeviantArt, and all the good stuff will be down there for y'all to look at. And I am sorry that this video is just kind of all over the place because I'm not even really going to bother editing it. And that's mainly because I just worked a really long shift from like way early before crack of dawn morning to just like maybe an hour ago. And I don't really feel like doing it. I'm about to nap. So I just figured I would do this while I was thinking about it because every time I don't, I forget. But I will try to update more, even if it's just little silly stuff. I'm going to attempt to update more and attempt to make this Facebook, God bless America, this YouTube more interactive and more fun, or at least more stuff for fellow YouTubers to watch. And of course, all of our panel video stuff, though, will be put up on Collab Cosplay. At least the ones that do involve all of us and all that. Yeah. We're still working out on what qualifies as the group and what doesn't in some things. But I hope that you guys all have a wonderful day, and I will check back with you guys later. Bye-bye.